I would like to reflect with you this morning on the God who intervenes in our lives, the God who is at work, not in an extraordinary way, miraculous way, but in things that are simple, in things that are just normal, the daily routine. That's what the first reading seems to suggest to us. Where is Elijah coming from? Elijah is coming from a very hard context. Right now, he's running away from Jezebel, the foreign pagan-born queen who marries Ahab, the king, and brought the foreign gods into the nations, into the land, and they have forsaken the covenant. But Elijah has trying to bring these people's hearts back to the covenant of God. Remember, he first of all brought drought by closing the heaven, and he declared there will be no rain for 3 years and 6 months. And God miraculously fed him, took care of him through the river, through an angel. He was fed. The same Elijah will bring back the rain to make sure that the people understand that there is only one God in Israel who is to be worshipped, not the idols, not the false god, not the fake gods, not the Baals. I explained what the Baals means in the context of Israel and in our context today the other day. So, another thing he did, we all witness how he defeated the 450 prophets of Baals by bringing fire from heaven. So instead of these events, which were meant to bring back the hearts of the people, especially to convert Ahab and Jezebel to the true God of Israel, the only God to be worshipped, but rather they harden their hearts. First point we need to note here. Most of the time, when God is at play, and even if you work miracles, when the devil has entered the hearts of people, like remember the case of Pharaoh, he became even more stubborn. He started fighting more and more the Moses and the children of Israel. This we see with Jesus. With the Pharisees, the more he works miracles, the more the Pharisees are against him. Most of the time, when you find persecutions, even when you are in the truth, do not give up. Because most of the time, people harden their hearts to the truths. They don't want to hear the truths. They don't like to hear the truth. They will create story about what you say. They will create things. But you need to be focused and remain stable. So Elijah faced this and he had to run away from Jezebel, who represents here the powers of darkness, the powers of Satan, the powers of evil. As he was running away from Beersheba to Mount Horeb. It took him 40 days and 40 nights. Again, this symbolizes this maturity and symbolizes a kind of a length of time. And he reached Horeb. And why is he going there? First, he's seeking for security. He's seeking for protection. But at the same time, he's going there to lay his case before the Lord, to tell the Lord that, look, these people have now left your covenant. And I've come here to ask for your divine intervention so that you may remember God's promise to bless when he was giving the commandments at Horeb. He promised to bless those who will keep the covenant for 1,000 generations. But he also cursed those who will go away and who will go against the covenant for 4 generations. So Elijah is here going to plead with God to ask him to do what he promised on these people who don't want to listen to him, because the kingdom of Ahab is now becoming more and more pagan. They don't do anything that has to do with God. God's speaking with Elijah here is going to tell him, yes, I am going to intervene. The kingdom of Ahab, the dynasty of Ahab will be destroyed, of course, but not in the way you think. But not by fire, but not by the earthquake. I'm not going to destroy everything by the earthquake. And I'm not going to make the wind blow and to destroy everything. But God says, I am going to intervene through my words in a very ordinary way. That's why in the wide wind, Elijah is hearing the voice of God in a gentle voice, in a very silent way. The word of God is speaking to him. God does not always act in a miraculous way. He wants to tell us that he is with us and his plans unfold in our everyday lives as long as we follow his words and listen to him. And also, he makes his plans known through the decisions of human beings, human agents. What will happen in the course of history? The dynasty of Ahab will be destroyed, broken. In the course of history, and this will be through bad decisions, this will be through events like the king of Assyria will come in, and that's how the kingdom of Ahab will be destroyed. Jehu, who is the son of Israel, will be part of those who will influence the fall of the dynasty of Ahab. God does not intervene in things in the way we expect. He doesn't do things in the way we think. He doesn't work with our standards. He has his own way to bring his plan to accomplishment, to fulfillment. He fulfills his plans in a very gentle and kind and loving way. May the Lord help us to open our hearts to be able to see his hands at work in our daily lives. Through the friends that we meet, through the discussions that we have with one another, and also helping us to understand that he uses us as agents of salvation. Our decisions, our faiths, our actions can influence either positively or negatively the course of history. Each and every one of us must be responsible and open their hearts to see God's plan unfolding each day in our daily events and in our daily lives. When we go for breakfast, when we deal with our daily things, our daily works, our daily duties, when we do the duty that we are called to, when we actually partake and participate in the administration of things, God plans takes its shape.